Welcome to the Special Education Inner Circle podcast. I'm your host, Catherine Witcher, and today we're going to talk about the chaos that is going to happen as we think about back to school season. Now, I know school just got finished. In fact, some are still in school, but I'm looking ahead to the fall and how I'm going to help you as a parent, as a teacher, get to the front of the line when it comes to the resources and all the things that need to happen based on the school shutdowns, the lack of services, the missed IEP meetings. So many things have happened. And the chaos that will occur when we get to fall is something that you want to avoid if you can. So I've got 3 steps for you today that you can take, and I promise you they are not overwhelming. It is not a tough task, but it is an intentional task to get through the chaos and to the front of the line when it comes to getting what an individual child needs. So the first thing that you need to do, and you've been hearing us say this forever, even before the virus crisis, was get the data. So I want you to just compile up all the data. Now, notice I didn't say go through it all. I didn't say analyze it. I didn't say, cry over the stacks of papers because it's overwhelming. No, I just said get all the data. For some of you, it's not going to feel like a lot of information is available. For others, you're going to have stacks and stacks and stacks of data. You're going to have notes that went between you and the IEP team. You're going to have actual checklists and homework samples and different things, and others will not. And wherever you're at, that's okay. We can't change that right now, but I just want you to gather it all up in one place. Now, the second thing that I want you to do is to decide what your priorities are going to be in the fall. Now, I'm not asking for a list of 25 things that need to happen for your child to receive an appropriate education. No, I'm talking about what are the top 3 priorities that need to happen when your child, or if you're a teacher, when your students get back in the classroom. So let me give you an example. Do you need a specific focus on academics in a certain area? Now, I know you want your child to learn all the things in all the subjects, but is there a specific academic skill that you need to focus on? Now, when it comes to social emotional needs or behavior support, is there a specific area in that category that you know your child is going to need real support, direct instruction, help from the therapist, intentional supports by the teacher in that specific social emotional area? Or how about this one? How about, does your child need an assistive technology evaluation to ensure that they can access distance learning if and when this happens again? An assistive tech evaluation can be about high tech, it can be low tech. In fact, I'm super excited because we have an AAC expert and assistive tech expert in our Master IEP Coach leadership team, Courtney Burnett. You can find her at myiepcoach.com. And she's going to be teaching during our upcoming Master IEP Coach conference on how to get the most out of an assistive technology evaluation. If that's something that you need to learn more about, first you got to jump into the Master IEP Coach program over at masteriepcoach.com. And then you'll go through all the steps where you can get all the access to figure out how an assistive technology evaluation is supposed to work for a child. Because it's not just about getting an iPad with an app. That's not assistive technology, or it's not limited to that. Assistive technology is not just for children who are nonverbal. Assistive technology is everything from Velcro. I'm not kidding. It's Velcro. It's something that adapts so a child can access their education. It can be an app. It can be a certain piece of technology. So maybe that's one of your focuses that needs to happen. Now, I told you there's 3 steps. Are you ready? So first step was get all your data together. Don't look at it right now, just get it all together. Second one is figure out your top 3 priorities. A good place to start is maybe one area in academics, one area in social emotional, and then does your child need an assistive technology evaluation sooner than later? Then the third thing is for you to go back through that data and pair up what do you have that matches your 3 priorities. I'm not asking you to go through everything and figure out all the pieces and what they mean. I'm asking you what in that pile of data is important that matches up with those priorities that you have for next school year. That is going to set you up for success in communicating with clarity of where the focus should be. It's going to take you out of the chaos of all the things that went wrong in the spring. We all know all the things that went wrong, but now what are we going to do about it? If you have a streamlined focus and you know how to write a parent input letter, prior written notice, advocacy letter, we call them all different things. In fact, I talked about it just in a past episode of this podcast of how to write that letter, what needs to be included to make sure that we are building the IEP team, not breaking the IEP team, when we're putting concrete things in writing that are very specific on how to individualize a child's education. But if you don't do those 3 steps, you're going to be just like everybody else who's going back to school and just wants to make everything right now as soon as possible. You can actually hop to the front of the line when you are communicating clearly of here are 3 things that we can focus on to move forward out of this muck that we're all stuck in that was caused by all the school shutdowns. So I'm going to encourage you guys to go on over to masteriepcoach.com. That's where you get all the strategies that I'm talking about right now, and you get them for yourself and so you can help others. I want more than anything for your child to receive an appropriate education. It's going to take some work to get there, but I'm telling you, it is absolutely possible. All right, guys, I'll talk to you next time.